You can get somebody on the right day and their frequency is crazy, which means their vibe is crazy. They have an amazing vibe. Prime case. Have you ever went out and you met somebody and their vibe was dope, but the next day, right, you talk to the person and the vibe didn't match the vibe that you had last night? Because vibes mean nothing.
You know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. But God is really using you.
What's going on, family? I want to welcome you to AOS, the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is what I need you to do. We're on every single platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I need you to go and subscribe and follow us right now. We drop content every single day that'll help you with your life, because our mission here at AOS, the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. I want you to live life on the next level. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's watching this episode. This is going to be a dynamic episode. I need you to dive in. Do me a big favor. I need you to like, share, and comment. Don't be a stranger. I like comment with us. And this is what I need you also to do. I need you to copy this link right here on this podcast, this episode, and share it with at least 10 of your friends. I promise you it's going to help them out. Let's jump into the episode. What's going on, my inspirees? I'm excited about this episode on today. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. You already see the thumbnail. You already see the title and description, everything like that. Let's really be honest, ladies, fellas too, because so many people will say, hey, but we caught a vibe. I want to share this with y'all. Vibes mean nothing if it lacks substance. Like, that's real. If it lacks substance, a vibe means nothing. Truth of the matter is, you can get a vibe with a person on a humbug, right? Like, I did an episode a few weeks ago where I'm asking the question, did you pick them or did your pain pick them? Oftentimes we catch a vibe due to the emotional state that we're in. Like, let's really be honest. How many of y'all have ever been like, yo, I just need to go out. I just need somebody here tonight. I want to smash something. And that was the type of energy that you was putting out. Right? That was your energy for the night. And then you met somebody that had a vibe similar to what you was looking for. And y'all hit it off. Like, they fulfilled the desire that you wanted in that moment, right? A vibe. I really want to break this vibe thing down, because a vibe means nothing. Means nothing, right? Like, a vibe you can get because their person. I'm gonna tell you this: some people that have A-type personalities, meaning that they have a great dope personality, it's easy to be attracted to them. Let's put this in perspective. Like, think about your favorite celebrity, right? That's a vibe. Like, you vibe with them because what you see from a distance, or what you think, how you think that they are. I've met celebrities and you see them on TV, you look at them and view them one way, you think that they're like this, and then you meet them in person, you be like, hold on. Or you spend some time with them, you be like, hold on. Nothing like what I thought or what I expected. Why? Because you were going off a vibe. I was just like, I just got a vibe that Sanaa Lathan in that movie, she would like that. But then you get to spend time. Now, I've never met Sanaa Lathan in person, never spent no time with her. But what I'm saying is, using it as an example, you see her on TV, right? Like, I ain't gonna front though. I fell in love with her in Disappearing Acts. I'm dating myself. I get it. Because many of y'all, because, my avatar is the woman, Ebony, age 25 to 40 years old. That's my avatar. Now, my avatar from 25, she may never heard of Disappearing Acts. It's all cool in the gang, but that's my avatar. I had to put that out there. That's who I speak to each and every week. And I'm gonna talk about that later. When you see the video, how I 10x'd my IG page and how I 5x'd my Facebook page, I need you to tune into that video. That's what I'm talking about, the avatar. But anyway, I fell in love with her in that movie. Like, ever since I seen that movie, Sanaa Lathan, not because she's beautiful, right? My wife looks similar to her. They look alike. She looked like my wife. Sanaa Lathan looks similar to my wife. I'm gonna say that, but that's not why. A vibe from the movie, like from her personality from the movie, Love and Basketball, right? The vibe. But what I want to share with you, too many of you all are falling for the vibe, right? Anybody, let's really be honest, anybody can put up a facade of a vibe because, you haven't really dug deep, or you really haven't went through the trenches with this person. You guys haven't really spent no real time with each other. Because the truth of the matter is, time will uncover everything that you're trying to hide. Time will do that. How many people have you met that the vibe was dope when you first met them? The second time you met, the vibe was dope. The third time. But as time evolved, they couldn't hide who they were, right? So now you crazy infatuated with this person because of a vibe. And I gotta listen. You have to put away that mentality of saying, yo, the vibe that I got from her, the vibe that I got from him is dope. Nah, listen, a vibe ain't nothing. I'm gonna say it again. A vibe is nothing without substance. Like I said before, you can have a dope vibe with a person and it lasts all of a week. It lasts a week, right? Because or let's go a little edgier. The vibe can last as long as it takes to have sex, right? Because that same energy that somebody met you with, they know that this is the energy, or this is the personality that attracted you to them. So unless something happens in life, traumatic, and somebody dies or something like this, so I show you the real me. But if everything's still breezy, like I can keep up with this vibe, I can keep up with this facade, right? Until I get what I want. Especially when I'm not building the foundation of saying, listen, I want to be in a relationship with you, I want to build with you. No, many people that really just go off vibes just want one thing. And it may not be sex. Let me clear that up. A lot of people that go off vibes may not just be looking for sex. They may be looking for somebody just to hang with. They may be looking for somebody, listen, I want you to spend a night so I won't feel lonely. It's not all about sex. But I'm telling all of my inspirees, stop finding a man or a woman, or stop going with a man or woman because it's a vibe. Vibes fizz out. Right? Like, for real. Like, think about the last vibe that you had. Think about the last person I'm talking all the single people. Think about even the married people. The vibe you guys had when y'all first got married was crazy. Like, you still may be in love with your person. Like, what's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job, you lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you started a business and the business started off great and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. Still be there but the vibe is different. Let's really be honest. Let's really break that thing down, because a vibe without substance is nothing. I need substance. What is substance? Substance means she has or he has an awesome, outside of personality, they have an awesome heart. Because the truth of the matter is, I can change my vibe. I can change my personality. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be real transparent real fast. When I was broke, I was real. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I was broke, and naturally, I'm shy. I'm shy to a degree, right? I know it doesn't seem that way on camera, but if my finances, like when my finances wasn't like that, when I came into the presence of people that I did not know, I'm a fly on the wall. I'm quiet. But when your boy got some bread, I can work a room like nobody's business. Now, when I say work a room, I'm talking about get to know people, network with people. Now, and it's crazy because I'm an introvert, extrovert. I'm both at the same time. I can be cool and laid back, but at the same time, I can get in the right room and talk to some people because number one, I'm confident. Number two, that's just the personality that I have. But that's one thing that makes or breaks people in some cases. Money. When they have money, they act a certain, and it's crazy because if you think about it, the old cliche says, give somebody some money, it's going to 10x who they really are. Right? Because a person broke is not the same person with money. It's real. Like money boosts a person's confidence. Money will boost a person's self-esteem or self-awareness. That's real. So what I want to say is money is what I'm saying about that money situation. It's connected to vibes, right? A person can have a vibe, and it's a dope vibe, but they don't have the substance to go along with the vibe, right? There's a small remnant of people that have crazy vibes but have great substance as well. It's just, because it doesn't go hand in hand. Vibes and substance, it really doesn't go hand in hand. And meaning, what I mean by that is a person can have a great vibe. And when I say a great vibe, means their personality is super dope, right? Like, it's just, oh man, I just love to be around this person. Now, you have people that have substance, that have that personality that you love to be around. However, some people, I'm not saying that all people, but some people, it's not like that on a consistent basis. Now, with me, it's like that. I'm like that. Like, people like, yo, you have electrifying personality. I appreciate you. Holla at your boy. Like, and it's crazy because I'm like this, full of energy. Soon I wake up. Bam, my son. I'm like, yo, where you get that energy from? Then I had to look in the mirror. I'm like, yo, he got it from me. What's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life-altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job. You lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You started a business and the business started off great and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode, right? That's how I am. I'm lit like this. Now, I'm telling you, I'm not saying that I don't have my low moments, like where I'm quiet and reserved. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm pondering on some things, or I'm angry about something. I'm not saying it like that. But for the most part, I'm always lit like this. You don't find too many people that have a high frequency at all times. Now, what you will get, you can get somebody on the right day and their frequency is crazy, which means their vibe is crazy. They have an amazing vibe. Prime case. Have you ever went out and you met somebody and their vibe was dope, but the next day, right, you talked to the person and the vibe didn't match the vibe that you had last night? Because vibes mean nothing. And the reason I'm making this episode is because I heard somebody say, girl, he the one. She'd be like, how you know? That vibe. She got that vibe. Yeah, y'all heard that song before. I think it's a vibe. If it's not, it is what it is. But I think it's he got that vibe. Yeah, that vibe. That's what it is. Yeah, the vibe. But anyway, vibes are nothing. Vibes are nothing. Vibes are something that people can turn on and turn off. It's situational, if you will. Vibes are situational. Vibes is not nothing that's permanent. Because now I'm going to give you a perfect key. This is the best way that I can explain. Then we're going to move on to substance. Have you ever met somebody that you say had a bad vibe, right? But then you met this person again and everything changed. The script flipped. Like they're really cool. They're really like, yo, I read this person wrong. They dope, right? You just met them on a day where maybe something triggered them, something happened, and their vibe was a little bit off. It doesn't mean that it's something wrong with them. They were just going through something that day. Vibes mean nothing. That's why I tell you, now let's dive into substance. Substance is when you get to know somebody for who it is that they are. You find out who they are on a personal level. Find out their mindset. Find out where their heart is. Find out what their intentions are. That's substance, right? Because vibes, anybody can put on a good vibe. Like I can put on a good vibe and make you think that I'm something that I'm really not. Vibes are nothing. Substance is everything. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. How many of y'all have gotten it? Now, this is something outside of vibes. This is vain. How many of y'all have dated somebody or got with somebody because she had a great body? Or you thought he had a great body? Or you thought he had money? Or you thought she had money? Let's really be honest. How many of us have dated people because of vain things, right? I'm trying to think of the right word, but vain things. Like you're being really vain in the moment. And then you discover that the vain thing was real. Like the body was crazy. He was chiseled. She was kapla, right? And everything, she's beautiful. He's handsome. Everything's great. But the vainness of them or the things that attracted you to the person didn't match their personality. Have you ever met somebody? I'm breaking this thing down so we can understand that vibes are one thing, but substance is something that keeps you glued together. How many of y'all, both sides? Now, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I hate when people say, ain't no ugly people in the world. Yes, there are. What's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life-altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job. You lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You started a business and the business started off great and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place. You lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes and Nobles, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. Everybody's not attractive. Let's really be honest. Let's really be honest. Everybody's not attractive. Now, however, you can have somebody that's a superstar, Lil Uzi Vert. I'm just saying, where is he attractive? But women love him. I'm not saying that I find him attractive or not attractive. What I'm saying is he wouldn't be on the list of guys that I'll be like, yo, all the women want him. Nah, I wouldn't say that. But because of his celebrity status, women love him. Maybe because he has money. Or, maybe, it just, I don't know. Some women are attracted to ugly guys. Let's really be honest. But I just want to put that prerequisite out there. But how many of y'all have ever met somebody that was ugly, right? But their personality was just so dope. I mean, personality was through the roof. Like, genuinely, who they were is dope. And the person who they really were attracted you. You were attracted to them. Not because of their looks, because they weren't attractive, right? And everything else would hit. Their heart, right? Their intellect, it hit, right? Their commonality of you, the things that you like, they like, everything like that, it hit. They can hold an intellectual conversation. They had drive. They had ambition. It hit. Now, vice versa, have you met somebody that was super fine, but their attitude stank? like, Outkast said, attitude like boo boo, right? I mean, it's trash. And you did not want to get to know that person. I tell people all the time, you can have an ugly person with a great personality and they're beautiful, but you have a beautiful person with a nasty, ugly personality and they're ugly. I don't want nothing to deal with them. That's why I say vibes mean nothing, substance mean everything. I want you to move with intentionality. Every single person. Move with intentionality. Don't move because they fine. Don't move because I got a vibe from them. Or don't move because you think that, oh man, they dope, but you never got a chance to get to know who they are. Stop moving like that, because every time you go off a vibe, you will find yourself disappointed. Why? Because vibes mean nothing. Period. Like for real. Vibes mean nothing without substance. Without substance, a vibe, it's nothing. For real, I need y'all to get active. Make some wise decisions. Stop getting with her because you think she got a good vibe. Man, vibes are trash, man. Substance is where it is. I marry substance, not vibes. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.